I've been working with Breastfeeding Fixers and Leilani's Wellness Center through my daughter's breastfeeding journey. When we first met with her, my daughter had just came home from the NICU and was not really breastfeeding at all. And since our first visit, she has done much better, but even more so after getting her tongue tie release done, which Leilani had recommended. And we had also done this with my son prior, but he was a lot older, maybe about 3-4 months, whereas my daughter was about 2 weeks old. The transition has been great. She has been able to breastfeed way better. Her latch has been better. Just the whole journey itself has been a lot easier. I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry.
Can you compare it to the last wound care that you had to do?
So with my son, the wound care with him was very difficult, I think maybe because of his age, and I also believe the technique that Leilani showed me was a lot easier to do on my daughter. So with her, it's just a little discomfort, and then she's fine after the stretch, and the wound has healed much quicker, whereas with my son, the wound kind of closed up after a few days, and when we went back in, they had to actually reopen the wound, and we had to make sure to do those stretches properly, whereas it was just easier to handle these stretches with her age and the technique that I was shown.
Okay, great. So would you recommend a mom having her baby's tongue tie released earlier than later?
Yes, I most definitely would recommend having the tongue tie release earlier, because then the baby is able to breastfeed and better earlier on, and the mother and the baby are able to, get that addressed earlier, whereas with my son, I had issues with him for a longer period of time, and it made it more difficult.
Yeah, and you also had like a pretty good letdown, and she used to choke.
She did, yeah. She used to choke. She has been doing a lot better with that. A lot better with the latch in general. I used to have pain in my nipples, whereas I don't have that anymore. She used to get a lot more air in too, because every time I would lay her down, she had some type of like reflux or hiccups, and she doesn't really have that at all anymore. So.
And you guys are about 1 week out?
1 week out from the release. So.
Excellent. Excellent. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.